The more desperately you pursue something, the more it seems to evade your grasp. Have you experienced this puzzling phenomenon? When you're laser-focused on landing that perfect job, finding your ideal partner, or achieving an important goal, somehow it keeps dancing just beyond your fingertips. But what if I revealed a counterintuitive secret? That you can attract what you desire almost magically by releasing your attachment to it. Sounds like a paradox, doesn't it? Ram Dass, the influential American spiritual teacher, psychologist, and author whose insights have illuminated the path of consciousness for countless seekers, shared a compelling story that perfectly illustrates this principle. He described how in India, hunters capture monkeys using an ingeniously simple method. They place desirable nuts inside a jar with a narrow opening. The monkey eagerly reaches in to grab the nuts, but then finds itself trapped because it refuses to unclench its fist, making it impossible to withdraw its hand through the opening. Ram Dass concluded with this profound observation: attachment leads to suffering, detachment leads to freedom. I wonder, in what areas of your life are you like that monkey right now? Are your hands firmly trapped in jars, refusing to release relationships, habits, or mindsets that bring you nothing but distress? Yet merely hearing this wisdom isn't enough to transform your experience. You must embody it and fundamentally reshape your approach to life's pursuits. Let it go has become a common phrase in our cultural vocabulary. But what does genuine letting go actually involve? Reflecting on the monkey's dilemma reveals that its suffering comes not from wanting the nuts. Desires are natural, but from its stubborn refusal to release its grip when necessary for its own liberation. When Ram Dass shared this illuminating metaphor, he wasn't simply telling an entertaining animal tale. He was offering us profound insight into the human condition. Detachment is frequently misunderstood. It doesn't mean becoming emotionally disconnected from people you care about, abandoning your dreams, or disengaging from your career path. Quite the opposite. True detachment involves full engagement with life, while remaining free from the emotional turbulence that accompanies clinging. The revered Bhagavad Gita offers timeless wisdom on this concept. Krishna guides Arjuna that authentic detachment means performing right action for its own sake, without fixating on success or failure. It's about participating wholeheartedly in life's journey, without being emotionally bound to specific outcomes. It's important to understand that detachment doesn't equal carelessness or apathy. Rather, it's a skillful approach that infuses your actions with integrity and grace. It involves loosening your grip on cravings, while recognizing that your inherent worth and joy aren't dependent on their fulfillment. Consider your own journey. How many times have you pursued something with relentless determination, only to feel strangely hollow once you achieved it? Or perhaps you reached your goal but still felt somehow incomplete. Detachment reveals the liberating truth that genuine well-being and happiness emerge from within, never from external validation or possessions. Before we explore deeper, take a moment for honest reflection. What are you desperately clutching right now that's causing you suffering? Simply becoming aware of your attachments marks the first step toward freedom. This isn't merely an intellectual exercise. It's truly transformative, beginning with recognition and the willingness to release. Stage 1. The role of acknowledgement. Now that we've established what detachment truly means, let's explore the first crucial stage of practicing it. This foundational step is essential because before we can release anything, we must clearly see what we're holding on to. Acknowledgement begins with recognizing your feelings and attachments without judgment or criticism. Many people fear that admitting their desires or losses somehow indicates weakness, but paradoxically, this recognition is the gateway to freedom. When you honestly acknowledge your attachment, whether to a person, ambition, or possession, you begin to perceive its true nature and the powerful hold it exerts over your peace of mind. Let me share a relatable example. Imagine you're fixated on earning a promotion at work. This goal has become the centerpiece of your thoughts and efforts. Anxiety builds as you wonder whether you're doing enough, or if your manager notices your dedication. This persistent worry signals your deep attachment to the outcome. Acknowledgement in this situation means pausing to observe these feelings with curiosity rather than judgment. Ask yourself gently, why does this promotion matter so deeply to me? What physical sensations arise in my body when I think about it? You might notice tension gathering in your shoulders, a tightness in your chest, or your heart beating faster. These bodily responses are the physical manifestations of your attachment. To begin this acknowledgement process, find a quiet space and take several slow, deep breaths. Close your eyes and bring to mind whatever you're attached to. Notice the emotion and physical responses that emerge. Don't judge them or try to push them away. Simply observe with compassionate awareness. This simple act of acknowledgement can actually diminish their intensity, creating space for processing and eventual release. Through this practice, you might discover that beneath your drive for promotion lies a deeper need for validation or a fear of being overlooked. Such insights can be profoundly liberating and empowering. Acknowledgement embraces your current emotional state without resistance. You're not attempting to change your feelings, just recognizing them with kindness and curiosity. This naturally leads us to the next vital stage of our journey toward freedom. Stage 2. Self-inquiry and understanding your attachments. Having acknowledged your feelings with compassion, you're ready to dive deeper. This stage involves investigating the roots of your attachments by asking illuminating questions that reveal why you cling so tightly to certain desires or outcomes. Self-inquiry helps you peel back the layers of your emotions, unveiling the underlying motivations driving your attachments. Returning to our promotion example, deeper questioning might reveal that your desire for advancement isn't simply about career growth. Perhaps it's fulfilling an unmet need for recognition that dates back to your earliest experiences. To begin meaningful self-inquiry, pose these thought-provoking questions to yourself. Why do I want this so intensely? What do I believe I'll gain when I achieve this? What fears arise when I consider not attaining this? How might my life transform if I release this attachment? These thoughtful questions invite deep introspection and help uncover your true motivations. You might discover that your promotion fixation connects to a deep-seated fear of inadequacy, possibly rooted in childhood experiences where your achievements weren't sufficiently acknowledged or valued. Self-inquiry also involves examining the narratives you've constructed. Our minds craft compelling stories about why we need certain outcomes to feel content or successful. These narratives often emerge from past conditioning or societal expectations, rather than our authentic desires and values. Consider how your inner child might be influencing your present attachments, where unresolved childhood needs drive you to seek validation through external achievements or relationships. Recognizing these patterns represents a significant step toward freedom. Remember, self-inquiry isn't a one-time exercise, but an ongoing journey of discovery. As you consistently question and explore your attachments with curiosity and compassion, patterns and connections will emerge. This deepening awareness gradually loosens the grip these attachments have over your peace and happiness. The powerful combination of acknowledgement and self-inquiry creates a solid foundation for detachment. You begin to understand not only what you're holding onto but why. This awareness empowers you to align your actions with your true values and desires, making it easier to release what no longer serves your highest good. Stage 3. Processing attachment. Having acknowledged your attachments and engaged in meaningful self-inquiry, you're ready for the next transformative phase. This stage focuses on making peace with your feelings and experiences, allowing you to begin releasing the emotional weight they carry. Processing attachments means recognizing that every experience, whether it brought success or disappointment, holds valuable wisdom. It's about embracing the growth opportunities within each situation. Though this might sound straightforward in theory, it often requires conscious effort to shift your perspective. Imagine you've recently ended a significant relationship, and you're navigating feelings of loss and disappointment. Rather than fixating solely on the painful aspects, processing helps you identify the gifts within this experience. Perhaps you gained deeper insight into your needs and boundaries, or discovered strengths within yourself that remained hidden until now. Embracing a broader perspective is essential during this stage. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us to view our actions and their outcomes as part of a greater divine plan. This philosophical approach encourages detachment from individual results, trusting that each experience contributes to our overall growth and evolution. It reminds us that our worth isn't defined by outcomes, but by our journey and how we respond to life's challenges. Processing also requires cultivating self-compassion. Forgive yourself for perceived mistakes or missteps, and accept that you did your absolute best with the awareness and resources available to you at that time. This compassionate stance creates a safe internal space for healing and letting go. This vital processing stage liberates you from emotional entanglement with past experiences, preparing you for the next empowering step in your journey toward freedom. Stage 4. Taking creative action. With a clearer, more processed understanding of your attachments, you're now prepared to take creative action. This stage is about moving forward with renewed purpose and enthusiasm, unburdened by the desperation that previously constrained you. Creative action means engaging with your goals from a place of authentic joy and natural motivation. Rather than forcing outcomes through sheer willpower, you allow your actions to flow from genuine passion and interest. When you operate from this liberated space, the results often exceed your expectations because you're no longer driven by fear or the need for validation. Let's revisit our example of pursuing a promotion, this time through the lens of creative action. Instead of obsessing over advancement as a means of proving your worth, focus on aspects of your work that genuinely excite and inspire you. What projects light you up with enthusiasm? Where can you contribute your unique talents most meaningfully? By channeling your energy toward your passions and strengths, you naturally become more productive and valuable to your organization. The promotion may then arrive as an organic outcome of your inspired efforts, rather than a desperate pursuit. Consider the psychological concept of flow, that magical state where you're so completely immersed in an activity that time seems to disappear and nothing else matters. Psychologists describe flow as the secret to optimal performance and deep satisfaction. Experiencing flow allows you to perform at your peak, while enjoying the process rather than fixating on outcomes. To cultivate this flow state, set clear, meaningful goals that challenge you without overwhelming you. Break down ambitious projects into manageable steps to maintain motivation and focus. Create an environment that minimizes distractions and carve out time for deep work, where you can fully engage with important tasks. This approach enhances both productivity and personal fulfillment. Another essential aspect of creative action is remaining open to unexpected opportunities. The path to your dreams rarely follows a straight line. Be willing to explore different avenues and adapt when necessary. Flexibility and adaptability are powerful allies in taking effective creative action. Don't forget to celebrate your progress, however small it might seem. Each step forward deserves acknowledgement and appreciation. Share your achievements with supportive friends or mentors who encourage and inspire you to continue growing. Finally, release the need for immediate results. Trust that your sincere efforts will bear fruit in their own perfect timing. This doesn't mean abandoning planning or timelines, but rather staying open to the journey's unfolding, knowing that each action you take moves you closer to your larger vision. Processing your attachments clears emotional blockages, while taking creative action empowers you to move forward with resilience and joy. This powerful combination creates the ideal conditions for achieving your goals with a balanced mindset, free from the burdens of attachment. Stage 5. Embracing freedom. True freedom dawns when thoughts of your losses or desired outcomes no longer disturb your emotional balance. In this culminating stage, you experience profound liberation as your actions and feelings align harmoniously, released from attachment's grip. This freedom doesn't diminish your care for goals or loved ones. Instead, it allows you to engage passionately, without the desperation of needing specific results. You remain fully committed and involved, yet unburdened by obsessive thoughts about success or failure. Consider passionate social activists working for justice or environmental sustainability, causes that touch their hearts deeply. Detachment here doesn't mean indifference to these crucial issues. Rather, it means advocating tirelessly for positive change, without being consumed by frustration when immediate results aren't visible. It means trusting the process and believing in your efforts' inherent value, regardless of immediate outcomes. Another beautiful aspect of embracing freedom is self-validation. Many of us habitually seek external approval to feel worthy. Once you embrace true freedom, you rely less on others' validation and more on your innate self-worth. This authentic confidence allows you to act with integrity, providing inner resilience against criticism and setbacks. Developing a nurturing inner dialogue supports this freedom. When you catch yourself fixating on outcomes, gently remind yourself, I am doing my best and my worth isn't determined by specific results. This compassionate self-talk builds a solid foundation of unshakable self-esteem. To make detachment a consistent practice, explore the concept of offering. Found in many spiritual traditions, offering means dedicating your actions and their outcomes to a higher purpose or greater good. This perspective helps maintain balance and release heavy attachment to specific results. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna counsels Arjuna to act selflessly by offering the fruits of his labor to the divine. This practice aligns with spiritual growth while enhancing everyday life by loosening the ego's grip on outcomes. Imagine approaching a challenging project or difficult conversation with the mindset, I offer this action to the greater good. This perspective shift alleviates pressure and fosters more sincere, focused effort. It trains your mind to value the process over the end result, making detachment more natural and accessible. Cultivate detachment in your interactions with others as well. During conversations and relationships, practice being fully present and authentic without obsessing over others' perceptions of you. Listen actively and compassionately, recognizing that each interaction offers an opportunity for connection and growth rather than validation of your worth. Incorporate simple practices into your daily routine. Set intentions each morning, dedicating your day's actions to a higher purpose. Use gentle reminders like notes or phone alerts to reconnect with your intention to act selflessly. Reflect each evening, acknowledging how you practice detachment and identifying areas for growth. The beautiful paradox of detachment is that releasing attachment doesn't diminish your experience. It enriches it immeasurably. It's about living passionately and authentically, free from the fear and desperation of needing particular outcomes. Begin with small, consistent actions. Acknowledge your feelings with kindness. Question your attachments with curiosity. Process them compassionately, and take creative actions aligned with your true passions. Offer your efforts to something greater than yourself, and embrace the freedom that naturally follows. This journey isn't about perfection but progress. Each step toward detachment brings greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Your path to freedom begins now, with the simple yet profound act of letting go.